So, day 2. We've come back to the area that I was in the previous video, down Bedwas side. We've moved a little bit further down, underneath the bridge and across a little bit. There's a couple of nice little stretches by here that I want to give a crack before I move back up to that area to see if I can catch that big boy, because he is why I'm here. That's the one I'm after, that's the one I want. But we're going to give this little area a shot. So what we're going to do now is carry on again, same as usual. The fly is one of them. Don't know if you can see that properly. This camera doesn't seem to want to focus in on the flies because they're so small. But anyway, you get the gist of it. We're on a little 7'6" Witchwood True Flex, and we're on a nice little Snowbee reel. So this is a new setup that I've acquired. Wife's not happy about it, but hey oh, I get to catch more fish with more rods. I'm an happy man. Without further ado, we'll carry on with that. As per usual, I switched the GoPro on and we'll go from there, guys. So enjoy the video. Fish on. Fish on. So, same as yesterday, it's going to turn out to be a pretty good night. There he is. And there he goes. So we've moved down. We're just underneath where the bridge is, the small little stone bridge. I've seen a few fish rising in this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple of casts out, see what we can pull out, yeah. And you never know, yes, we may get a fish or two. That last one I caught was a nice little fish. Wasn't a bad size at all. I enjoy any sort of fish. I don't care whether it's small, big, whatever. It doesn't bother me. I'm just happy to have a fish, especially after my dry couple of days. And we'll see what happens. You know, again, you know, if we don't try, we're never gonna know. Right, so we've moved down. It's only about 20 yards. We've just had one rise for the fly now, so I thought I'd switch the camera on, see if I can get another take on camera again without having to hit the bush like an absolute tit and sink the fly because I'm a knob. And we'll see what we can do, you know. Ooh, he went for it again, but it was too quick for him. Ooh, that's a nice fish, that is. See if I can't drag him out from that. The only problem is we have got a little bit of a wind, just a bit of a breeze. It's not massive, but it's big enough breeze just to drag that line a little bit too much, and we obviously don't want that. So we got to try and compensate for it a little bit. We're just dragging that line a touch before we get any sort of movement from the fly. We don't want to cause too much drag on the surface. But we have had him go for the fly twice now, so we'll try and land this fly right on his head and see if we can't bring him out. Yeah, should be able to see everything there. He's just at the back here. He's a little bit far back. The only problem is there's something that seems to be causing my line to slow down when I cast it out. Keeps hitting the bushes, look. Which is a bit of a twaz. Obviously we got, there we go, that's the cast. That's exactly where we want it to go. That should run straight by him. Come on, give us a fish on camera. Nope. He must have moved a little bit, I think. I know there's another one that's rising just where I started, which is not far, it's just up the top. I want to see what we can do by here. Hopefully we can pluck this one out. He's a nice sized fish, this one. He's not small. From what I could see anyway, when he poked his head up a minute ago, he was a good half a pound at least, which, you know, I know to some people that may not be a big fish, but to me that's a nice sized fish. And ultimately, I'm not a guy that wants to get too much from nothing. So, whoa, nice cast that is. That's the bloody cast. Right there. I have got a bit of a bend in the line, which is not good. Yeah, he seems to have been gone a little bit dormant at the moment. Okay, so we tried a few casts in that other area just up there. We've crossed over right now because I've spotted this beautiful little area by her, which, to be fair, I can't see why it wouldn't show a fish. So we'll have a few little casts here, see what happens. You never know, we may get one or two. Just gonna let it run through this seam. It's a lovely little spot. Ideally, underneath those trees is where I think these fish are going to be hanging out. And sometimes I noticed as well, and I know this may sound a little bit counterintuitive for a dry fly, but every now and again I jerk the fly, and I don't know why, but sometimes it works. I don't know whether it triggers a sort of territorial response or something, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't experiment and try and see what happens, you're never going to know, you. That's the thing. And it's like I said, you know, this area does look like it's a little bit too shallow, but I just seen a couple of fish flashing their belly just underneath this tree. So if my assistant would get the fuck out my way, thank you, we will see if we can chug one or two out of here.
What's that then? Going just under there?
Yeah. Keep flashing their bellies. I think there's a lot of smaller ones in here, to be quite honest with you.
Like fries?
Yeah, it looks like. Right, so we've moved further down to where I was yesterday, where that big fish was, where I missed him. I'll try to turn away from the wind so you don't get too much of the wind in the mic, but we seem to have had pretty big pickup of wind at the moment, which is not ideal. We'll see how it goes. We've had one fish out, so it's not a complete disaster, but it was quite calm just now. Another wind has picked up quite a bit, so this could be all she wrote for the night, but we'll have a look. We'll see what happens. Right, finally we've had a second fish. It's not a big fish, It's a small fish, but it's a fish and I'm happy with it, so we'll take it. Not going to complain too much. I've had a bit of a shitty moment with the fucking wind. The wind had been pretty crap. And he's not in the net yet. Come back, mate. He's just done a fucking absolute run of you. No mind, let him run, let him run. The hook's in him good anyway. Come on in, boy. There we go, fish in the fucking net. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So here he is, guys. Should be able to see him there. Nice little fish, not too bad. It's been a bit of a slow one, but you know, it's quite nice. And there he goes. It's been a right fucking slow one. Not gonna lie, my legs are getting fucking hammered. So, wasn't a bad day. It was okay. We started off, we had a fish straight away. We did go down further down the opposite side of the area that I was fishing yesterday. But we did move up and we did try and get back up to that spot. Unfortunately, the fish weren't feeding as much as they were last night at the same time. So it's probably know that there's some weather coming in. And I don't know, maybe there just wasn't so much of a hatch going on. So we did catch two though. We got them on camera. We did catch a few trees as well, which is normally a given for me when I'm fishing. And yeah, it was all right. It was an enjoyable session again. But we will try a little bit further down next time. I don't know whether to come back here for a third time for the moment. I may just give a bit of a break, go somewhere else, come back here once we've had a bit of bad weather, because we got some rain coming in, so that may help a lot. And we'll see what happens. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you for watching again. I appreciate it, and if you can if you have any questions, just leave a comment and subscribe. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want, but I would appreciate it if you did subscribe. So yeah, I hope you have a good evening, and I will see you on the next video.